Good morning. This is Gaurav Saxena taking the a very important topic of zoology, that is animal kingdom, which is very important for NEET also. Nearly 5 to 6 question arises every year in NEET. If we see the question paper of 2021 which occurs on that 12th of September, nearly 6 questions arises from this topic. So today we are going to discuss about the animals. Basically, what are the animals? Animals are different from plants because of having the heterotrophic nutrition, because of having their cell arrangement, because of having their reproduction part on the basis of different classification. If we classify the animals, classification of animals. Animals are classified on the following basis. First one is the level of organization. This is something very important for our NEET also. Level of organization. Second one is the coelom. Third one is the, if we talk something, you can say more deeply in this concept, coelom, that is the circulatory path. More deep, more complex nature of animal, that is the symmetry. These are the main different types of classification in which the different types of animal are classified on the basis of level of organization, on the basis of coelom, on the basis of circulatory part, and on the basis of symmetry. If we take the important topic, that is the level of organization. How animals are classified on the level of organization? First one, a very primitive. If we talk about the changing of primitive to the complex nature, changing from the simple to the complex nature, that is the protoplasmic level. Then more complex occurs after the protoplasm, that is the cellular level. The more complex occurs, that is the tissue level. Then the organ level, then the organ system level, and this organ system level forms an individual. This is the most primitive. You have already heard about the kingdom Protista or kingdom Protozoa, which consists of this protoplasmic level. Kingdom Protista or Protozoa. If we take some example of this kingdom Protista or Protozoa, a very common example, that is amoeba, paramecia, and Urina. This protoplasm again converts into cellular level, in which different types of cells are occur in such type of body, and this different types of cells causes a function in different types of the following metabolism. A very common phylum of this cellular level is Porifera, or you can also say the common name of this Porifera is sponges. Many cells forms a group of tissue which helps in the functioning of different types of work. That is the phylum Coelenterates, or you can also say another phylum, that is Ctenophore. And these ctenophores are also known as the comb jellies and sea walnut also. Many tissue form a different type of organ to perform a different type of function. A very common example A very common phylum for this organ level is phylum Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes is also known as the flatworms. You have already studied in the class 10 that flatworms are a very common example of flatworms which show the regeneration capacity, which show the regeneration part, that is planaria. That is planaria. This is very important example of this phylum Platyhelminthes because such type of question is asked in NEET 2011. Which animal show the highest regeneration capacity of phylum Platyhelminthes? Taenia, tapeworm, planaria, or both A and B? That is planaria, option number C. Then this many organ forms are organ system level. That is from phylum Aschelminthes, from phylum Aschelminthes to Chordata. From phylum Aschelminthes, then after the Aschelminthes, that is Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, then Vertebrata. Then vertebrata is again divided into two parts, that is the Aganatha, which lacks the jaw. Then is after that is Gnathospores. Gnathostomata are those stomates which are having the jaws. And after the gnathostomates, they are having the different types of classification on the basis of the limbs, on the basis of the claws, on the basis of the fins. If we talked about the fishes, that is the pisces, that is the cyclostomata, then the chondrocytes, then the osteocytes. Then if we talk about which are having the limbs, which are having the claws for the walking, then they are the, you can say, amphibia, then reptilia, then aves, and after that large mammal. So these are the level of organization in which the animal are classified. That is protoplasmic, cellular, tissue, organ and organ system. Now we proceed. After this organization, that is level of organization, that is the coelom part. If we classify the animal on the basis of coeloms, coeloms are of basically three types. Basically now question arises that what is the coelom? Coelom hota kya? Coelom is nothing. Coelom is the body lining. It is the body cavity. Coelom. Basically, if you want to discuss about the coelom, coelom is the body cavity, or you can say body lining, which originates from mesoderm, which originates from mesoderm. Basically, we know that body cavity is having three types of derma. Basically, that is ectoderm, the outermost, then that is the mesoderm, that is the middle part, then that is the endoderm, which is the innermost. If we talk about in this coelom part, animals are classified on the basis of having different types of coelom. That is the first one is the acoelomate, second one is the pseudocoelomate, third one is the coelomate. If we talk about this acoelomate, acoelomates are having no body cavity, means the gut or the alimentary canal, the space between the gut gut and the alimentary canal or the body lining is filled with a specialized tissue. Filled with this specialized tissue means no body cavity between the body lining and gut. That empty space is filled with this specialized tissue. That empty space is filled with a specialized tissue. No body cavity, no space is having between the body lining and the gut, and gut is known as the alimentary canal. Only example of this acoelomint is phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes is also known as the flatworm. I told you before that they are also known as the flatworms. A very common example of flatworm is the Planaria, which show the high degeneration part. Such question as asked in the NEET 2000 clarity. Then we discuss about the pseudocoelomint. Now what are the pseudocoelomint? Pseudocoelomids are having a false coelom. Basically, if we discuss about this pseudo means false. Pseudo means false, and coelom means body cavity. Which are having the false body cavity means that this is the ectoderm, and this is the endoderm. Mesoderm is divided, or you can say they are split into the mesoderm form, in the pouch-like structure. These are split in the pouches-like structure. That's why they are known as the pseudocoelom, because they are having the ectoderm and the endoderm properly. Okay. So the very common example of pseudocoelom is phylum Aschelminthes, or you can also say it as phylum Nematoda also. Phylum Aschelminthes or Nematoda. Coelomates are those organisms which are having proper type of coelom, What is the coelom? I have told you before that is space between the body lining and the alimentary canal. The space between the body lining and the alimentary canal is known as the coelom. Which are having proper coelom, that is from phylum Annelids to Chordata. And this Annelida is known as the earthworm family, or you can also say earthworm phylum. Now, on the basis of classification, on the basis of this coelom, we have classified the animals into three types, that is the acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomate. Now we are moving further. Now we are talking about the circulatory part. Basically, there are two types of circulatory part, that is the closed circulatory part and the open circulatory part. Closed circulatory part and the open circulatory part. If we discuss about this circulatory part, closed, and second one is the open circulatory part. Closed circulatory part are those type of part which are having proper type of, you can say, blood vessels, lipid connected tissue, and a pumping organ, which is known as the heart. Closed are having three types of characters. That is a pumping organ. First one is the pumping organ, and this pumping organ is known as the heart. Second one is the connective tissue. And we know that the connective tissue in our body is the blood, which is vascular connective tissue. And third one is the blood vessels. Blood vessels are of three types. That is the arteries, which carries the pure or oxygenated blood from the heart to all the organs. But one is the except, that is the pulmonary artery, which carries the impure blood from the heart toward the lung. Second one is the veins. Veins are the vessels which carries the deoxygenated blood or impure blood from the other part of the body toward the heart, but only one is the exception, that is the pulmonary vein, which carries the pure or oxygenated blood from the lungs towards the heart. And third one is the capillaries. Capillaries are the net-like structure. They are the net-like structure which forms the arterioles and venules. They form the arterioles and venules. So a closed circulatory path in which a heart deals with the pure and impure blood. Whereas in the open type of circulation, a body or sinuses deals with both the impure and pure blood. Or you can say in this open type of circulatory system, all the body cells are directly weighted into the blood. If we take the example of this closed circulatory system, that is annulate to caudate. And if we take about this open type of circulation, we can say not to annulate to caudate, but annulate caudates are the example of this closed type of circulatory system. But if we take about this example of this open type of circulation, that is the insects, which comes under the phylum Arthropoda, Now our last types of the classification, that is symmetry. On the basis of the symmetry, body is divided into three types. First one is the bilateral symmetry. Second one is the radial symmetry. And third one is the spherical symmetry. On the basis of this symmetry part, body is classified into bilateral symmetry. Second one is the radial symmetry, and third one is the asymmetry. Bilateral symmetry is those type of symmetry in which the body equally divided into identical right and identical left part. For example, chordates. Radial symmetry is such type of symmetry in which the body divided into equally halves. That is the example of the coelantrates. That is the Hydra, Ovaria, and many more. And that is the ctenophore also. Ctenophores. That are known as the sea jellies. Or you can also say it as comb jellies, sea jellies, or you can also say sea walnuts. And asymmetry are those symmetry in which body do not divide into proper symmetry, in which the body never divides into the proper symmetry. For example, porifera. A very common example you have studied in class 7, 8, 9, 10 in the previous classes, that is the amoeba. which is the member of the kingdom Protozoi. So basically these are the types of the classification in which the animals are classified. Thank you.